Welcome back to the iAchilles channel, everyone. I was watching the news the other day about the oil spill going on in the Gulf of Mexico, and they were filming in Louisiana, and I could have swore to God I saw Forrest Gump skimming oil off the water down on the bayou. Is that what I saw? Is that the community organizers' big plan? Is to get the shrimp boat captains out there with rolls of toilet paper to suck up the oil out of the water? The President of the United States has refused to lift the Jones Act that would bring in corporate skimmer ships, big ships that were created and designed to take oil from the water and put it into storage tanks so that the oil is out of the water. See, what's happening here is there's a crisis in America. There's an oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. Everybody wants you to believe that this is a catastrophe. But it's not. It's a crisis. What's happening right now is the creation of a catastrophe. Barack Obama has employed Forrest Gump, the shrimp boat captain, to go down there and skim the oil out of the water with his shrimp boat. They've tied toilet paper to the back of the boat, and they're sucking the oil out with the toilet paper. But he won't lift the Jones Act to bring in corporate ships that are designed to take oil out of water. I mean, is this sinking in? The catastrophe here is when this oil reaches shore. Why is he not focusing on that aspect of it? Because he wants this catastrophe. This catastrophe is going to push forth cap and trade. The ends justify the means. The spoiling of the Gulf coasts in our country are the means to his end, which is this cap and trade bill. Mark my words. When this oil hits shore, he will say he did all he could. They had thousands of ships out there, thousands of boats. We even had shrimp boats out there. But he didn't lift the Jones Act. We're day 61, day 62 here. And he hasn't taken the offer from 13 other countries to come in with booms and skimmer ships to get the oil out of the water. This is a crisis, and he's creating a catastrophe. Realize that. Forrest Gump is skimming oil out of the water down on the bayou. Doesn't that boil your blood? Doesn't that just infuriate you? He wants to appear incompetent. It's not about incompetence. It's a well-oiled plan. Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals. Create crisis. Cloward-Piven. Create a crisis. And through crisis, Rahm Emanuel said, you can do things that you couldn't otherwise do. That's what he's doing. He's creating a catastrophe, is what he's doing here. And we need to wake up to it quickly. He's telling the American people, the reason we're drilling in deep water is because there's a finite amount of oil left in the world, and we need to really get off oil because there's not enough left. And the proof to that is we're drilling way out there. I mean, we can't even reach the hole. That's a lie. The reason why they're out there is because of the environmental movement pushed them out there. Environmental policies and regulations pushed them out there. Barack Obama said himself, if this oil rig was closer to shore, it would have been capped already. Do you understand? This is created. It's inevitable. He said, we're not going to drill for oil until we can be assured that this will never happen again. How can you do that? Only God can do that. How can you be assured that there'll never be another accident? Granted, this probably wasn't an accident, but we need to let the courts figure that out. And BP should pay. BP's going to pay. God, BP's going to pay. They're going to pay. Everybody wants them to pay. I want them to pay. I wouldn't care if they fell off the face of the earth after they pay for this. But let's keep them intact while they're paying, while we need them to pay. Let's not destroy them so that the taxpayer has to pay for it. Okay? That's ridiculous. He's creating a catastrophe to push forth his agenda. And that's what they always do. He's not allowing ships to come in. He's employed Forrest Gump. God save us.